In this video, we'll talk about how we can perform the addition, deletion, and renaming operations on rows and columns of a dataset. So let's get started with the video now. So here, as you can see, I'm opening the Anaconda Navigator. Here we have different IDs available. So you can choose any ID of your choice. Here I'm opening Spider ID in order to perform the Python programming. Alright, so now we are having a file. Now let's take a quick overview of which dataset we are going to use in order to perform these operations. So here is the dataset. It is containing the different columns, that is name, salary, experience and age. And it is having 10 entries in it. So I'm going to use this dataset. Alright, now just come to the Spider ID which we have opened. So here I'm going to save this file first. Since I have already created a folder named as Python in E drive, so that is why I am going to that specific location. You can save your file at any location of your choice. So here I am giving the name of my file as add, delete, rename call. Alright. So now I'll just click on save. Now one important point to note over here is that your Python file and the dataset on which you are going to work should be present in the same folder. So here, as you can notice that the file which I have created, that is Python file, and the dataset, that is employees.csv, both are present in the same folder. Now let's write some Python code over here. So firstly, I'm going to import the libraries, that is necessary libraries over here. So I'm using the pandas library. So just type import space pandas as pd. Now next I'm going to read the dataset, that is employees.csv. So for that, just take one variable. So here I have taken the variable name as dataset. You can take any name of your choice. It's just a user defined name, equals to pd, that is the pandas library, dot read underscore csv, and in bracket pass the name of the csv file, that is our dataset. So here I am using employees.csv. So I have just passed that name over here. Now just print this dataset in order to check out whether our data is properly visible or not. So I'm using print in bracket dataset, that is the variable name. Now just save this file and run the code. So here it is showing the dataset which we are using along with all the fields and rows. So now first we are going to see that how we can add the columns within the existing data set, or we can say a data frame. So the following ways are used to add the columns in the pandas data frame: by declaring the new list as a column, and the second way is by using insert. So we are going to see both the options one by one. So let's first see how we can add the column by declaring the new list as a column. So in order to add a column in the pandas data frame, the new list can be declared as a column, and that list can be added in the existing data frame. So how we can perform this practically, let's see. So suppose if I want to add the column as address over here within our existing data set. So for that I have taken one variable, that is address, equals to, now take one list. And as we already know that in Python, the lists are specified in square brackets. So I have mentioned the square brackets over here. And this list is containing the values. And these values are separated by comma. Now one thing you have to note here is that, suppose if you have 10 entries in your dataset, then it is compulsory to pass 10 entries within your list as well. So here in this case, the data set which I am using is having 10 entries. So within this list also, I am going to specify 10 values by separating it with comma. Alright, now I'll just add this address field within our data set. So data set in subscripts, I'm going to pass the name of the column which I want to display within my data set and assign the address variable which is containing the list of addresses. Now you can print the data set in order to check whether our address field has been successfully added in it or not. So if I'll run this code, it is showing the output along with address field as well. So that means our address field has been successfully added. Now next way of adding the column within the data set is by using the insert function. So if you want to add a new column in the pandas data frame at any position, then in that case you can use the data frame dot insert function, or we can say a method. So let's see how to implement it practically. So just type data set, that is the variable which is holding our original data set, dot insert. In round brackets, we are going to pass the first parameter as the position. That is the position where we want to add our column. So here you are getting the advantage that you can insert your column at any position of your choice, which was not possible in the previous case. That is, if you were using list to add the column within the existing data set, so it will be compulsorily added at the last position. But here, by using insert, you can choose any position of your choice where you want to insert the column within the existing data set. Now second parameter is the column name. So here I am adding the column name as pin code, and the third parameter is the list of values which will be added within the column. Since it is a list, so we have to specify it within square brackets. And here also we have to follow the criteria. That is, if we have 10 entries in our data set, then you have to compulsorily specify 10 values within the list. Now just print this data set. So here in the output, as you can see, the pin code column is successfully added at the third position. Since the column indexing starts from 0, so name is at 0th position, salary is at first position, experience is at second position, and afterwards at the third position, the pin code column has been successfully added. Now next we'll see how we can drop the column from the existing data set. So in order to drop a particular column, we'll use drop method. So either you can drop a single column at a time, or if you want to drop multiple columns, then also one option is available. So we are going to see both these options practically. So let's first see how we can drop a single column from the dataset using drop method. So just type dataset dot drop, and in bracket we'll pass the first parameter as the column name which we want to drop. So suppose if I want to drop pin code column, so I'll specify it within subscripts, and now pass the second parameter as access equals to 1, and third parameter as in place equals to true. Now just print this data set. So print in bracket dataset. Now just save this file and run the code. So here in the output, it is showing only 5 columns, that is pin code column has been successfully deleted. Now next we'll see how we can delete multiple columns at a time. So for that, just type dataset dot drop, that is the method name, and in bracket pass the list of columns which you want to delete. Since in the previous case, we have passed only a single value, that is pin code. Now suppose this time if I want to delete age column and address column from the dataset, so I'll pass the list of these column names over here, and the rest of the parameters are same as of above. That is access equals to 1 and in place equals to true. Now print this dataset. So if I run this code, here you can notice that instead of a single column, the 2 columns which I have specified within the drop method, that is age and address, both have been successfully deleted. Now next we'll see how we can perform the rename operation on columns. So here also we have two options. That is, either we can rename a single column at a time or we can rename multiple columns at once as well. So let's first see how we can rename a single column name. So just type dataset dot rename and in bracket take the parameter as columns equals to. Now here within the list you have to specify the key value pair. That means within the key you have to specify the old name of the column and separating it with colon you have to give the new name to the column. So suppose if I want to rename the column name as employee name. So I have passed it as the key value pair and separating it with comma, the next parameter is in place equals to true. Now print the data set and run the code. So here in the output, it is showing the new column name, that is instead of name, it is showing the column name as employee underscore name. So now let's see how we can rename multiple columns at a time. So for that, there is just a slight difference. That is, instead of a single key value pair, we are going to pass multiple key value pairs over here within the columns parameter. So just type dataset dot rename and in bracket pass the columns equals to. Within list we'll pass the key value pairs. So suppose if I want to rename salary as employee salary and experience as employee experience. So I have just renamed both these columns and the second parameter is exactly as above, that is in place equals to true. So now if I'll print this data set and run the code, so as in the output, as you can notice that it has renamed the columns which we have specified within the list, that is salary as employee salary and experience as employee experience. So our renaming operation is done successfully. So this is how you can perform addition, deletion and renaming operations on rows and columns of a data set. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for further videos as well. Thank you.